first tool that I'm going to demonstrate and showcase right now is a tool that helps with demand planning and forecasting. And obviously, once that forecast and that demand gets in the software, then MRP and scheduling can pick those suggestions up to produce those products either to stock or to that particular demand. And I'm going to go into this particular tool here. So I've got a demand planning workbench, and I've got different groups that I'm looking at. So a group for my fabricated products, or a group for hardware, or molding products here. And if I look at this, what I can see is I can see this information if I wanted to in, let's say, a graphical view. So I can see that particular forecast information there in a graphical view if I want to, either at the group level, or if I click on an individual part, I could see that information at a part level. Even outside of that, if I were to click on a group, I could see the different forecasted metrics. And this is a statistical forecasting tool. So what it does is it goes through all the different algorithms in place for forecast, and it chooses the most optimal forecasting method. So whether it's single exponential smoothing, or double exponential, or Winter's multiple, or Winter's add, it's telling you the actual method that it chose with some other attributes on the back end, such as a coefficient of variation, or the forecast error, the absolute cumulative forecast error percentage, and so on and so forth. And really at the end of the day, when you take a look at all this information, this then drives into the Epicor ERP solution, and this then drives demand and supply queues in Epicor ERP. I'm going to go into Epicor ERP, and I'm going to open up the resource scheduling board. And inside of my resource scheduling board, if I were to open up a particular work center, like let's say my assembly work center, I can view this particular schedule. Now, as you can see here, here's all of the different jobs that are being suggested to go through this particular area, including any suggested jobs through MRP or through forecast. So it's not only showing the firmed up jobs, but it's even showing the suggested jobs that may be coming from a forecast or a demand planning tool, which we had just looked at. And I would then have the ability to do some manual drags and drops and things like that. But imagine if you could leverage some of the functionality of the tool as well. So if I go ahead and I say I want to load level this, and I can even consider the job priority through here, and then just say save, what the software is doing is it's telling you the most optimal load that you can go ahead and produce. So as you can see today, I am overloaded. So it's telling me to move some of these jobs out. It's doing this in a what-if scenario, however. So you can go ahead and you can accept these changes, or you can undo those changes. But again, you're leveraging the software and you're leveraging automation to give you those suggestions through a visible Gantt charted view of your shop floor.